He joins us live. He's in Nampa.
Here in Nampa, Natalie, at a very special location. It's called the Nampa Model Aviators. Look at all these guys back here with all these beautiful model control airplanes that they've got, remote control airplanes. They've invited us on their adventure, and so we are out here today. For example, these are actual airplanes. They actually fly. This is a 4-engine B-24, and this is just meticulously put together, lovingly put together, as are all of these airplanes that are out here. And in fact, Clint, we do have one of the airplanes that's out flying right now. This is an incredible facility, and this is a T-28. And is that called the Trojan, guys? T-28 Trojan, right? So that was a basic Navy trainer. And look at this airplane doing the loops and the rolls. And again, all of the exact same manipulations you do in an actual airplane is what you do with these. Kind of like what we do with the STEM action drone, only theirs is a little more complex than ours is. And speaking of the STEM action drone, let's go ahead and take a look at the live shot right now. From that, you're going to be able to see the incredible facility that these guys have here. They have this beautiful runway with this beautiful manicured lawn area here. And boy, these guys really enjoy what they do. They come out here often, and this is right by the Nampa Golf Course. And I'm going to go ahead and pan and show you guys what we're seeing. And what we're seeing is generally sunny conditions. The weather has been absolutely phenomenal today, and I think for the most part the pattern is going to stay on the dry side, but we may see varying degrees of clouds. So here's the temperature readings we're seeing outside right now. The only thing these guys get a little concerned about is when the winds start getting much above 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's when it begins to be a little bit of a challenge because the aircraft are so incredibly light. So we're going to meet some of the guys from the club here in just a few minutes and see more of their amazing flying coming up in just a few minutes, guys. Back to you, Natalie.
Well, particularly this week, it's feeling more like spring each and every day. Chief Meteorologist Roland Stedham joins us live from Nampa to tell us if the trend will continue, and he's having fun with some RC planes.
Yeah, having a lot of fun with these guys out here at the Nampa Model Aviators Club, Natalie. And this is definitely a spring kind of a day. And what we're seeing is just beautiful blue skies, some occasional high clouds that are cruising by. And we've got an airplane here. I want to show you, this is Jack Bresson. And Jack is the club president. But Jack, very quickly, if we can, guys, go to the STEM action drone. Jack's going to narrate what these aircraft are all about. But let's take the STEM action drone. And Jack, you got the airplane. The field is yours. Go ahead and take off, buddy. So as he takes off with his extra model RC aircraft, we're going to fly the STEM action drone right alongside of him. And as you can tell, these guys don't need a lot of runway. They get off pretty darn quickly. And he does all sorts of really cool aerobatics with this airplane. Larry, tell me a little bit about this airplane, if you don't mind. If we can go back to Clint's aircraft, or Clint's, camera right now, guys, as he's following the airplane in aerobatic mode. Larry, tell me a little bit about your club and about these airplanes.
Well, we're a model aviators club. We're open to everybody and anybody, age, sex, we don't care. Jack's flying an extra 300. It's an electric powered airplane, and which means you don't have to worry about fuel or barometer, et cetera, et cetera. They're pretty dependable.
Now, the skills associated with flying these airplanes are very similar to flying regular airplanes in half the time.
Well, yes, they fly exactly like a full-scale plane. And the fortunate thing is you can be on the ground when the plane crashes, you survive.
Oh, good. I like that concept. Now, he's doing some pretty advanced aerobatic maneuvers, like there's a hammerhead. He's trying to stall the airplane, pivot the airplane, comes down, and now he accelerates on the backside. They could do all sorts of things with loops, rolls, knife edge passes. What are all some of the other things that they could do?
Well, he can do, right now he's going to do a Cuban 8, I believe, next. And it's like a figure 8 that's sideways.
Yeah, beautiful airplane. Really cool. And the ability to just go vertical. Now he's doing a torque roll, coming down on the vertical line. So very cool. Really want to thank you guys for inviting us out to your club today.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's a beautiful, beautiful setting that you guys have here overlooking Nampa and the Treasure Valley. Let's go ahead while we watch that and enjoy that. Let's take a little look at the weather. Jack just ran out of battery. No pressure. This is a dead stick, no pressure, dead stick landing, guys, going downwind. Oh, that was done like a pro. And what that means is his battery ran out. And when his battery ran out, he had to land the airplane like it was an emergency, but he handled that beautifully. So, gosh, we're having fun out here with these guys, Natalie. And they got a special message for you coming up here in just a few minutes. They're big fans of Natalie Hurst. We'll have much more coming up in just a few. Back to you in studio.
Oh, looking forward to it, Roland. So much.
Hi, Natalie. We are having a fantastic day out here in Nampa at the Nampa Model Aviators Club. They've invited us to their incredible facility with the STEM Action drone to do a little flying alongside with them. This is really cool. For example, this is called an EDS, which is...
Well, turning to our forecast, it's a high-flying adventure at the Nampa Model Aviators Field, and that's where Chief Meteorologist Roland Steadham is live to show us why we're racing to warmer temperatures.
We are seeing temperature readings that are approaching the 60-degree mark this afternoon, Natalie. It's been a fantastic day to come out here to the Nampa Model Aviators Club. You can see they got a lot of care and love that goes into these scaled-down aircraft. They're full-flying 3-axis aircraft. You can see right on down the line, the planes are lined up waiting for their opportunity to get out on the field. In fact, we got an airplane that's out on the runway right now. Let's take the STEM Action drone if we can, guys, and you'll be able to see Mike go ahead and take off with his Super Cub. And as we're hovering right alongside of the runway, there's this beautiful Super Cub. And there he goes as he's taken off. They're dealing with a little bit of a crosswind. I'm going to try and keep up with him as quickly as I can, but it's a little difficult because these airplanes are so quick and zippy. But there he goes. And these guys could do amazing things with these airplanes. And as we look at Mike's Super Cub in the background there, you'll be able to see also that the weather has been absolutely phenomenal here in the Treasure Valley today. A little on the breezy side, as I mentioned before, but boy, the temperature readings have been so pleasant this afternoon, and it's only going to be getting warmer here over the next 24 hours or so. All right, let's take a look at some numbers outside. See if we can spot Mike's airplane coming around, and hard to spot him, but he's out there flying. Okay, let's go ahead and show Clint's shot because I know Clint's got it, and we can take Clint's camera. And with this Super Cub, Mike does all sorts of loop-de-loops, and they put me on the control box with him here just a couple of minutes. Now, I'm a pilot. I can fly an airplane when I'm sitting in the seat or when the airplane with these RCs are going away from me. But when they turn and come towards me, it's called reverse sensing and everything. It's all cattywampus, but these guys have a great facility and they invited us to come out and be a part of their adventure. We really want to thank the Nampa Model Aviators Club for inviting us. And here comes Mike for a landing. He's coming in for a landing. Maybe he's not, but I love these airplanes. This is really cool stuff. Great, that's all I need is another hobby. Natalie, back to you.
It's really neat to see, Roland. We'll check in with you again in a bit. It's a high-flying adventure at the Nampa Model Aviators Field, and that's where Chief Meteorologist Roland Steadham is live to show us why we're racing into those warmer temperatures, quite literally.
Natalie, having a really great day, meeting some incredible gentlemen here at this club, and this is a great thing about this facility. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just manicured. They have their own runway right here that overlooks the Treasure Valley, and they're out here flying their remote control model aircraft, and it's just really been a great experience to be out here with these gentlemen. And these are a couple of gentlemen, a father and son remote control modelers right here. This is Bruce, and this is his dad, Bert. What's special about this gentleman here is that Bert actually was on the first wave that hit Omaha Beach. World War II veteran. Bert, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Did you teach your son to fly remote control aircraft?
Yep, long time ago.
Like how long ago?
Oh, gee, when
60s.
did he start? 60s.
6. Who's better, you or your son?
My son, by far.
Yeah? Well, listen, it's amazing that you're here and that you're part of this club. What would you say to folks when they think about flying remote control aircraft? Would you recommend it?
Oh, I'd recommend it, yeah.
It's a fun sport. You've been doing it for a long time.
I love it, yep.
Okay.
We started out with U-Control, with the lines, you know.
Oh, that's right.
that's
Yeah, I
what we-
remember those old airplanes. Wow. Well,
That's-
listen, bless your heart. Thank you so much for the incredible service that you've rendered to our country. And as you can see, we got a couple of airplanes out here. Ron and Bert are flying that little white one. And then we've got another airplane out here as well. And that is the Green MX. And that's, can you follow the Green MX real quick there, Clint? Ron, go ahead and put that one through the paces because that's a full aerobatic airplane. And Ron does some pretty cool things with this airplane, which includes full-blown aerobatics. If you were inside that airplane, you would be experiencing some very, very high G maneuvering as he goes up and over the top. Looks like that's a half Cuban and on the vertical down line. So these guys just have a great time, and we'll have much more about what they do here in just a minute. Let's take a look at the STEM Action drone so you can see a little different perspective of the facility here that they got in Nampa. And I'm going to go ahead and tilt up with the STEM Action drone and show you the weather that we have had here in the Treasure Valley, because it has been so nice. So we're getting some occasional high-thin clouds cruising in from the northwest. Those high-thin cirrus clouds will continue on again and off again through the day tomorrow. There's one of their RCs right there in the background. But I think the pattern tomorrow is going to be even nicer. Here's the forecast. And I'll have much more. I'll post it on Facebook here this evening, actually, is what I wanted to say. We got a live shot right now. Are you going to launch your drone, bud?
I can.
Excuse me. Okay, so he's going to launch. This is a glider. And he's got it in hand. The way that you launch this is you just throw it into the wind.
I do.
Okay, so don't run over my photographer, Clint, but go ahead and launch your beautiful glider if you don't mind, if you can.
Not at all.
Watch what he does, Natalie. This is really cool. So it brings up the power, points it into the wind, and away she goes. So again, they invite anybody in the Treasure Valley to come down to this incredible facility that they have here. It's just right directly north of the golf course here in Nampa. You can come out, and they'd love to teach you how to fly remote control aircraft. Very, very fun sport indeed. Natalie, back to you in the studio.
Beautiful to look at.